Assalamu alaikum, friends. Man, let me ask y'all something real quick. You ever been in a spot where you felt like everybody around you is just looking at you like you crazy? 'Cause you wanna stay close to Islam? Like they doubting you, questioning you, making you feel like you weird for choosing this path. What's the deal with all that doubt, huh? Why's it so easy for people to throw shade but so hard to understand where you're coming from? Friends, doubt's a heavy thing. Creeps into your heart when you least expect it. You start second-guessing yourself like, am I really doing the right thing? But today we ain't just gonna sit here and cry about it. Today we taking a deep dive straight into the Quran and Hadiths to find out how we can stay strong, unshakable like a rock in the middle of a storm. We're gonna explore the Islamic way of handling doubt, criticism, negativity, all that noise. Because Islam ain't just a religion, it's a whole lifestyle, friends. It's strength, it's patience, it's resilience, it's love, it's mercy. And guess what? You were built to handle this. Allah picked you for this journey. Ain't no mistake about that. So today's talk is all about staying rooted when the winds of doubt try to blow you over. We gonna vibe with some powerful Quranic reflections, break down some key Islamic principles, and I'm gonna give y'all some solid real-life tips to keep your iman standing tall no matter what's popping off around you. So sit back, relax, grab your coffee, your tea, or whatever you're sipping on, and let's roll deep into this beautiful reminder for the soul. Alright friends, now that we're all cozy and locked in, let's jump straight into the real deal. The Quranic reflections. Man, the Quran is straight up packed with reminders that hit you right in the heart. First off, Allah reminds us over and over again about His power and His promises. Like when He says, "And put your trust in the Almighty, the Merciful." Friends, that's not just a cute line. That's a whole lifeline. When everybody around you is doubting, when it feels like you standing alone, Allah is telling you, I got you. Trust me. There's another powerful vibe in the Quran about sabr, patience, you know? Allah ain't say, life's gonna be easy if you believe. Nah man, He said you gonna be tested. Your faith, your patience, your loyalty, all gonna get put through the fire. But He also promised, indeed, Allah is with those who are patient. Yo, that's crazy beautiful when you really think about it. The Creator of the whole universe personally with you. Just 'cause you chose to be patient. Man, that ain't small. That's next level blessings. See friends, when you're dealing with doubters, haters, even your own family maybe, patience becomes your superpower. You don't gotta clap back at everybody. You don't gotta explain yourself to every person who wanna act like they know your life better than you do. You just breathe deep, you smile, you hold your head high, and you let Allah handle what's beyond your control. The Quran ain't just about rules, it's a conversation. It's Allah speaking to you, telling you, hold tight, trust me, I see you, and your reward is already written. Friends, when you keep those words front and center in your heart, the doubts from outside don't stand a chance. You stand strong, you walk strong, and you live knowing you're not alone, even if the whole world tries to make you feel like you are. You feel that energy building up. Good. 'Cause we just getting warmed up. Alright friends, let's keep this fire burning. Now we talked about the Quran. Let's move into some deep Islamic principles that'll keep you grounded no matter what's happening around you. First up, tawakkul. Man, tawakkul is a game changer. It's that real raw trust in Allah, like full-on surrender mode. You do your part, you grind, you pray, you hustle. But at the end of the day, you leave the results to Allah. That's real freedom, friends. You ain't stressing about what you can't control. You just doing your thing and knowing that Allah's plan is way better than anything you could cook up on your own. Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, said that if you put your trust in Allah the right way, He would provide for you just like He provides for the birds. They leave their nests hungry in the morning and come back full at night. Think about that for a sec. Birds ain't sittin' around worrying about where breakfast's coming from. They move and Allah provides. Now let's talk about Qadar, fate. Man, Qadar is one of the wildest, most comforting concepts once you really get it. Everything that happens, good or bad, it's already written by Allah. Not as a punishment, not 'cause He's against you, but because He knows what's gonna grow you. Sometimes the struggles you hate the most end up shaping you into the strongest version of yourself. Trust that. Even when it hurts. Even when you don't get it right away. And then there's Dhikr, remembrance. Friends, Dhikr is like your personal shield. When your mind is flooded with doubts and negativity, Dhikr clears it all out like a fresh breeze through a dusty room. You start saying Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar. And watch how your heart starts feeling lighter, stronger, more focused. It's not magic. It's divine energy straight from Allah. The more you remember Allah, the more peace He pours into your soul. That's why the ones who stay connected to Allah through Dhikr, through prayer, through Quran, they the ones who stand strong when everybody else is falling apart. Friends, these principles, tawakkul, qadar, dhikr, they ain't just nice ideas. They are survival tools for your heart. Master 'em and you'll be untouchable by the world's doubts and noise. You feelin' stronger already? Good. 'Cause next we about to get even more practical with some real life tips you can start using today. Okay friends, we vibed with the Quran, we dug deep into the principles. Now it's time to get real practical. Like, what can you actually start doing today to stay strong in Islam when it feels like you standin' all by yourself? First things first, focus on your relationship with Allah, not people. Yo, seriously, people's opinions change faster than the weather. One day they cheering for you, next day they ghosting you. But Allah is steady, unchanging, always there. If you spend all your energy trying to please people, you're gonna burn out fast. But if you spend your energy pleasing Allah, He'll put peace in your heart that nobody can snatch away. Second, build yourself a solid crew, a real support network. Friends, you ain't meant to do this life thing solo. Find people who love Allah, who remind you of your deen, who hype you up when you're feeling low. Even if it's just one or two real ones. Quality over quantity always. The Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, said, "A person is upon the religion of his close friend, so look to whom you befriend." Surround yourself with the kind of people who make you want to level up, not fall back. Third tip, keep leveling up your knowledge about Islam. 'Cause the more you know, the stronger you feel inside. When you understand why you pray, why you fast, why you hold on to your faith even when it's hard. Man, nobody can mess with that kind of conviction. Knowledge makes you confident. It turns your doubts into lessons and your struggles into stepping stones. And learning doesn't gotta be boring either. Watch Islamic lectures, read books, listen to podcasts while you drivin' or working out. Small bites every day add up to big changes over time. Trust me, your future self gonna thank you for every second you invested in getting closer to the truth. Bottom line, friends, stay locked in with Allah, link up with good people, and keep learning like your soul depends on it. 'Cause honestly it does. You with me so far? Good. 'Cause we're about to wrap it all up with some powerful reminders and a heartfelt duet. Alright friends, we made it. We've been on this whole journey together, and if you're still here, that means your heart's craving that real connection with Allah. And that's beautiful, man, seriously. So let's wrap this up with some key takeaways, yeah. First thing, doubt is natural, but staying strong is a choice. Every single day you wake up and choose Allah over the noise of the world, you're winning. Even when it feels like you're losing, you're actually winning in ways you can't even see yet. Second, your strength doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from being real, from being patient, from trusting Allah even when everything inside you's screaming to quit. Faith isn't about having zero questions. It's about turning those questions into conversations with Allah instead of conversations with the doubters. Third, you're never alone. I don't care if you're the only one in your school, your job, your whole family holding it down for Islam. You are backed by the angels, by the mercy of Allah, by the promise of Jannah for those who stay true. And final thought, friends, your faith is your treasure. Protect it. Water it. Fight for it. Because at the end of the day, when this life throws its last punch, it ain't your money, your followers, or your status that's gonna save you. It's your faith. Your connection with Allah. Your belief that no matter what, He's got you. Now before we bounce, let's make a quick duet together. Open your heart and feel every word, friends. Ya Allah, strengthen our hearts when the world tries to break us. Fill our souls with patience when doubt creeps in. Surround us with people who lift us up and protect us from those who pull us down. Make us from those who trust you fully, love you deeply, and remember you constantly. Ya Allah, make us strong in faith, unshakable in love for you, and among those who you are pleased with. Amin. Alright friends, thanks for hanging out with me today. Remember, it ain't about how loud the world doubts you. It's about how strong your heart holds on to Allah. Dear friends, if these words touched your heart and you seek spiritual peace, then subscribe this channel. Like this video and hit the bell icon for more inspiring and faith-strengthening content.